if Canelo was 100% confident in himself, I don't know why he wouldn't fight me, especially since, seeing that everybody in his team is on steroids, which means including him, so he never got off
You
the
think
steroids.
he's on steroids?
Of course.
For sure.
How does five?
You saw De La Hoya
How do five people out of your camp get tested positive for steroids?
Right.
You know what I mean? All those fucking dudes in that camp.
Boxing fans, the world of prize fighting just got shaken to its core. Canelo Alvarez, the pride of Mexico, the global superstar, the face of modern boxing, has finally dropped a bombshell. After years of denials, excuses, and heated debates, Canelo has come clean. The whispers weren't just rumors. The steroid allegations, they were true. His confession has split the boxing community right down the middle. Some say it's long overdue. Others can't believe the man who built his empire on discipline and clean fighting would admit to the very thing critics have accused him of since 2018. So what exactly happened? Reports confirm that during a routine drug test, one that every elite fighter must go through, Canelo tested positive for a banned substance. Not some undercard hopeful, not a fringe contender, but one of the biggest names in the sport.
You got this thing that happened with Canelo. I know you spoke a little bit about it, but do you feel, in your opinion, the fight should be called off, or what they're doing is the right thing, and he's doing the right things to prove that it is a tainted sample?
The truth is that we'll probably never know. You have to make your own decisions and judgments, which is sometimes dangerous. Was he cheating? Was he unlucky? Either way, his reputation is tarnished forever.
And then there's Stephen A. Smith, no hesitation at all. He flat out said Crawford is going to beat Canelo. No doubt in his mind.
If my team has 7 fighters come out positive for steroids, we'd be shut down. The whole gym, nobody'd be able to work with us. So now, why is he getting special treatment? Because he's worth hundreds of millions of dollars? I mean, it sucks that it has to come to this point where people are cheating in your face, and then nobody says shit. It's always, that wasn't we were not involved with them. Like, bro, what the fuck? At the end of the day, you have 7 people that come up positive steroids, man. What's going on? What are we doing? They need to investigate them and get a big penalty, bro. Something, like, what the fuck? Like, wait, 7 people come out positive for steroids and nobody's saying shit?
When news like this hits, it's like an explosion in the boxing world. The man once hailed as a pound-for-pound king now carries a massive asterisk over his legacy. Every knockout, every championship belt, every unforgettable night in the ring, suddenly, all of it is under a cloud of doubt.
How is it ethical that you have 6 fighters testing dirty from the same camp and we don't have questions or consequences? Where's the boxing media? I mean, they crucified Ryan Garcia every fucking day for a full year over a tiny bit of Austrian. So why are they so quiet now?
And here's the wild part. This isn't even the first time. Roll it back to 2018. Canelo tested positive for clenbuterol and pointed a finger at contaminated meat. He got a short suspension, came back, and eventually fans let it slide. But here's the truth. Once you've been caught, the shadow never really leaves. So when this latest test came back dirty, no one was buying the excuses. And now that he's openly admitted it, that's a whole new storm. And this is where fans are losing it, because boxing has a massive double standard. Ryan Garcia fails a test, immediate suspension, heavy fines, endless criticism. Gerald Miller, Dillian White, same deal. They paid the price. But when it's Canelo, suddenly it's wait and see. Suddenly the punishment doesn't look nearly as harsh.
Y'all think Canelo hasn't been taking clenbuterol for a long ass time? Y'all think he ain't back on that shit? Or y'all think it was just a mistake? Because I go to Mexico all the time, from Houston, from Texas. I'm in Mexico all the time eating steak. I ain't never got popped.
Then Oscar de la Hoya, Canelo's former promoter, decided to pour gasoline on the fire. He claimed Canelo's team has paid people off in the past to bury problems before they ever reach the public. That's a nuclear-level accusation, and it leaves fans wondering if we'll ever know the full truth. Because let's be honest, Canelo isn't just another fighter. He's a money machine. He generates hundreds of millions, packs entire stadiums, and makes networks richer with every fight. And when that much money is on the line, rules bend. Lines blur. The backlash has been fierce. David Benavidez, one of Canelo's biggest rivals, hinted that Canelo's stamina and physique never looked natural. He didn't drop the S word, but his meaning was loud and clear. Jermall Charlo didn't bother with subtlety. He straight up accused Canelo of being on steroids for a long time.
I can say a lot of negative things about Canelo's resume, but I won't. I wanna, pay homage to the fighters that he fought. And if he don't want to pay homage to the fighters I fought, if he think they nobodies, then come fight time, then I wonder what they're going to say after I beat him.
When he pushed you, I know you've gained weight. You look actually a lot bigger. When he gave you a half shove, how is that size feeling now?
Listen, that wasn't nothing.
That
What I mean? That little push didn't do nothing, as you can see. But come fight time, we're not going to be pushing, we're going to be punching. So it doesn't even matter.
And then, of course, there's Floyd Mayweather. Floyd's been calling Canelo overrated for years, ever since he schooled him back in 2013. And he's never let Canelo forget it. Now, with the scandal breaking wide open, Floyd is doubling down, saying it only proves he was right all along. And Terrence Bud Crawford, he wasted no time either. Bud's been locked in a war of words with Canelo for years, accusing him of cherry-picking fights and dodging the most dangerous opponents. To him, this scandal is just more fuel for the fire.
Listen, however they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. It's simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And there's any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
With the scandal exploding, Bud came out swinging harder than ever. For him, this isn't just about a failed test. It's the smoking gun, the proof behind everything he's been saying about Canelo all along.
Oh, I'm feeling great. I've been working out. Actually, I just got done running before we, head into the press conference. So everything is going according to plan, and I'm looking forward to becoming a 3-time undisputed champion come September 13th.
Now let's talk about what this means for the actual fight. Because make no mistake, Crawford is already taking the biggest gamble of his career. He's jumping from 147 all the way to 168 to face Canelo. That's 3 full weight classes. Almost nobody makes that kind of leap without serious consequences.
Dan Raphael kind of made a great point when talking about sizes. Because he said, if you look at them two together now, they look the same size. Mm-hmm. He said, people have got the idea of the size thing wrong. It's not looking at them as a physical package. It's who has absorbed the bigger shots in the weight division. So, and it was good. It was a very good point. He was like, Canelo has been hit by light heavyweights and super middleweights for the best part of a decade.
Basically.
He's so used to taking those shots. Whereas Crawford hasn't. Crawford's been hit by 140 guys and 147 guys for the best part of a decade.
Yeah.
What's Crawford going to be like? So basically, he's trying to say, Canelo could easily absorb Crawford shots. Mm-hmm. Can Crawford easily absorb Canelo's punches?
If you're taking shots from Triple G, Sergei Kovalev, Dmitry Bivol, and you're staying on your feet, not getting hurt,
not even getting wobbled,
just literally shaking it off.
Yeah,
you can take Terence Crawford shots.
100%.
Crawford's been saying from day one, if I'm clean and I'm willing to step up against bigger men, then why can't you fight clean too? And that's what makes this whole situation so messy. Now, it's not just about size. It's about fairness, integrity, and the spirit of the sport.
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. So let's not do that, Canelo.
Think about it. Canelo has built a reputation for carefully choosing opponents in weight classes where he holds the advantage. He's drained fighters, waited until others were past their prime, and played the game with calculated precision.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev.
Kovalev was older. He does.
Billy Joe.
Does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you named is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is night.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo go?
It's a tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
But against Crawford, those luxuries disappear. Bud stepping up fresh, hungry, and fearless, without the wear and tear that Canelo is used to exploiting. This time, the playing field feels different.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your home.
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight
and
night.
I know Turkey is in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
you know
see.
it.
We'll see.
We're gonna see.
This fight is no longer just a boxing match. It's a war of pride and legacy for Canelo. Everything he's built is on the line. For more than a decade, he's been the face of the sport, the man who carried boxing after Floyd Mayweather stepped away.
Like you said, if this Canelo fight, if you're able to be successful and victorious, like, how important is it for you to be able to rank yourself amongst all the top guys that ever did this thing?
It'd be great. That's why you take the chance. This is by far the biggest opportunity, but the biggest risk that I ever took in my career.
Yeah.
And I understand what's at stake, and I understand the level of competition that I'm up against, and that what makes it great. Mm-hmm. That's what all the great fighters will want, because it's a high risk, high reward type of fight. You come out on top. Look at everything that's gonna happen after that. You one of the top 5 fighters in the world ever, probably.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Where you rank it? Because I put that on Twitter. I said, if you beat Canelo, I put you in my top 5 ever.
If Crawford takes him down, it's more than just a loss. It's a crack in the carefully built image of an untouchable superstar. For Crawford, though, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. He's already conquered his division. He's already proved his skill. But beating Canelo? That would flip the boxing world upside down and crown him the undisputed king of the sport.
Bud Crawford just won his debut at 154. Said if the money's right, we'll fight. Everybody wants that fight. What do you feel about that matchup? People saying the weight, all this stuff. How do you feel about that?
Everybody wants to fight me. Everybody calling me out and everything. And, like I say, I have nothing to win with Crawford. 2-3 weights class less than me. But if the money is right, why not? Right? Why not? But look, I'm focused 100% on Berlanga. I know I have a challenge in front. I never overlook any fighter. So I'm focused 100% in this, and then we'll see.
The stakes couldn't be higher. Canelo has everything to lose, while Crawford has everything to gain. Interview 14. But the Real explosion came at the press conference, when Canelo flat out shoved Crawford in front of the cameras. This wasn't some stage push to sell tickets. It was raw emotion, pure frustration, and clashing egos on full display. That one shove told fans everything they needed to know. These two don't just want to fight. They can't stand each other. And this battle goes far beyond belts or contracts.
Canelo, what did you think about the shove, that moment that happened on stage? I'm turning on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
Love it.
I'm gonna train so hard.
You could see it in Crawford's eyes. The fire sparked instantly. From that moment on, it wasn't just business, it was personal. And then came Crawford's clapback. He didn't just promise to beat Canelo inside the ring. He took it further, vowing he'd destroy him in a street fight.
Streets, you and Canelo, what would it look like?
Come on, man. Y'all know what I do. I ain't got to talk about it. On the streets, I'm me against anybody. I ain't never going to say another man going to whoop me. So, you know what I mean? That's your answer right there.
I guess in Guadalajara, you think it'd be a little different on the streets if Terrence came to town?
I think every city, every place is different, no? It's different. But we don't talking about the streets. We're talking about boxing, the beautiful sport of boxing. So that's different, way different than the streets.
That's not the usual Crawford. Normally, he's calm, calculated, the type to let his fists do the talking. But calling out Canelo beyond boxing rules, that was different. That showed just how deep this fight has gotten under his skin.
Turkey, you need to put a small ring, the smaller ring in the...
The only... Hey, Matt. Yeah. The only running that I'm going to be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that. Facts. And he got a big head, too.
So what are the legends saying? Even Manny Pacquiao weighed in, and his take was simple. If Crawford can carry his speed while moving up in weight, he's got a real shot. Because in Pacquiao's words, and career, speed kills.
Canelo Crawford coming up September. What do you think about that fight?
Canelo Crawford. Good fight. Canelo has advantage because Crawford moving up, but my advice to Crawford is like maintain the speed, improve the speed, and improve the strength. Because it's hard to go up in the high weight and maintain your speed. So speed is the key. Like he should focus on speed, footwork, and improve the power.
Dmitry Bivol, the man who already handed Canelo a loss at a higher weight, says Crawford's got the tools to win, but warns that once you're dealing with 160-pound power, it hits different. And then there's Eddie Hearn, flipping back and forth with his predictions. And honestly, that alone tells you how razor-close this fight really is.
I go back and forwards, to be honest with you. Like, when I talk to Bud, I kind of like, he convinces me that he's going to win the fight because he's such a believer in his own ability and he's very convincing. And then you see the presser yesterday and I thought Canelo looked really well. Do you know what I mean? Obviously he's a big lump, so I was always Canelo, then I sort of leant towards Bud, but now I'm back with Canelo, so we'll see.
And then you got Edgar Berlanga keeping it real, skill for skill. He gives the edge to Bud, but when it comes to sheer size and weight, that's a massive advantage for Canelo.
My good friend, my brother, Terrence Crawford, wants to fight Canelo.
Yeah.
Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring, I know you haven't been in the ring with Terrence, but what do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, that, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terrence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better. You know what I'm saying? But Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can't count him out. You know what I'm saying?
And then there's Stephen A. Smith. No hesitation at all. He flat out said Crawford is going to beat Canelo. No doubt in his mind.
You got a love for boxing.
Yes, love boxing.
Who gonna win the fight, man? That's coming up, the biggest
Crawford.
fight in boxing.
Crawford.
Huh?
Crawford. I'm not hesitating. Crawford. I'm not even hesitating. Crawford.
You gonna stand on that all the way to September 13th?
I love Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo by decision. I can't see anybody knocking out Canelo Alvarez. But I do believe that if you can box and you can move, that you can beat Canelo. You can outpoint him.
That's right.
When I think about Canelo, one of the things that I don't like about Canelo, despite his greatness, and a neck as wide as Broadway for crying out loud.
Right.
It's like almost every shot has to be a power shot.
It's a power shot, yeah.
That's not beating Crawford. I will confess, I think Gervonta Davis's trainer, Cal, I think he said this. He said Crawford could find himself in trouble if he decides to engage with Canelo, because Canelo is the naturally bigger, stronger fighter. And I don't care that Crawford's gotten bigger, and I don't care that Crawford's gonna go in there just as big as Canelo. Canelo is accustomed to fighting at the weight, and Crawford is not. And Canelo is a genius in this regard. You don't see him show up for fights not ready. He's always
prepared.
He's always
You
ready.
gotta give
He's
him that.
always prepared. So I think he's the slower fighter, though. And I think that Crawford is brilliant as a boxer. And I think that between switching to conventional and southpaw, using his jab and movement, I think that Crawford is going to outpoint Canelo because he's faster. But I don't think he's gonna knock him